Most people don't live. They react. They wake up and are already behind. They scroll, they chase, they compare. And in the middle of all this noise, they forget the only thing they can actually control: themselves. But 2,000 years ago, the Stoics understood something timeless and urgent. They didn't write to sound wise, they wrote to survive, to stay sane in a world that, just like today, was filled with chaos, violence, and uncertainty. So here it is, a way of thinking that doesn't promise comfort, but promises strength. These are the 10 principles of Stoicism, not to be memorized, but to be lived. 1. Control what you can. Imagine standing in a storm. The wind is wild, the rain is relentless. You can't stop it, but you can decide how you stand in it. Epictetus said, "Some things are up to us, and some are not." That's the Stoics' first and final truth. Don't waste your energy trying to control other people, outcomes, or the past. Focus instead on your judgments, your actions, and your attitude. That is your kingdom. 2. Accept what happens. We waste years resenting reality, but what has happened has already happened. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "What stands in the way becomes the way." When you accept life, not as you wish it were, but as it is, you begin to move forward, not out of weakness, but with clarity. Acceptance is not giving up, it's gaining power. 3. Emotions aren't facts. We are taught to trust our feelings, but feelings can lie. They're temporary, often irrational. A bad mood isn't a bad life. Fear isn't always danger. You are not your anger. You are the one observing it. The Stoic learns to pause, to breathe before reacting, to ask, is this true or is this just how I feel right now? 4. Virtue is the only true good. In a world chasing fame, validation, money, the Stoics held a different ideal. They said, what matters is how you live, not what you gain. Seneca wrote, "We suffer more from imagination than from reality, because we imagine that a better car or a bigger house or more followers will bring peace. But peace comes from virtue, from courage, honesty, self-restraint, and wisdom. Those are things no one can give or take from you." 5. Memento mori. You will die, not in theory, not someday, but truly. Memento mori means remember that you will die. And it's not a dark thought. It's a clarifying one. It wakes you up. It burns through excuses. It reminds you, this conversation might be the last. That sunset, it matters. That apology, don't delay it. That dream, stop waiting. 6. Amor fati. This means love your fate. Not tolerate, not endure, just love, even the heartbreak, even the failure, even the thing you swore would break you, because it shaped you, because it revealed you. The Stoic doesn't say, why me? He says, this too is mine, and he rises. 7. You suffer more in imagination than in reality. Fear is useful, but uncontrolled it becomes poison. Seneca said, we are more often frightened than hurt, and we suffer more in imagination than in reality. Your mind can become your own prison. It builds catastrophes that never come. It replays insults that were never meant. The Stoic trains the mind to return to the present, to see what's real, to act from truth, not terror. 8. The obstacle is the way. What if pain wasn't punishment but preparation? What if the problem isn't in the way, it is the way? Marcus Aurelius didn't just write these words, he lived them. As emperor, he faced war, plague, betrayal, and through all of it he stayed grounded, because every obstacle became a tool, not to break him but to forge him. The Stoic sees resistance as a teacher, suffering as a sculptor, the obstacle as the way. 9. Speak little, do much. Talk is cheap. Everyone has a plan, everyone has an opinion. But the Stoic doesn't argue, he acts. He shows his values, not with speeches, but with choices. Silence can be powerful. Restraint can be revolutionary. In a loud world, discipline speaks loudest. 10. Live in accordance with nature. Nature here doesn't mean trees and sunsets. It means your nature, to reason, to connect, to grow. It means aligning your life with the deeper rhythm of the universe, letting go of control, letting go of ego, and becoming part of something bigger than yourself. This is Stoicism. It's not about suppressing emotion, it's about mastering your inner world. It's not about being passive, it's about being prepared. It's not about retreating from life, it's about entering it fully, with your eyes open. So ask yourself, where am I resisting reality? What am I trying to control that isn't mine? What pain am I avoiding that could shape me? Because the Stoic doesn't wait for peace. He builds it, inside, every day. So don't take any of this as absolute truth. The Stoics didn't ask you to believe. They asked you to question, to test these ideas in your own life, to use them not as rules, but as tools, because you're not here to follow blindly. You're here to grow, to become stronger, calmer, clearer, not for anyone else, but for yourself. Let these ideas challenge you. Let them guide you, not to perfection, but to progress. And every day, choose a little more wisdom over noise. That is the Stoic way, and maybe it can be yours too. If this message resonated with you, take a moment to share it. Someone out there might need to hear this today. And if you're on a path of growth, reflection, and self-mastery, subscribe for more content like this. Drop a comment with your thoughts and pass it on, because good ideas are meant to be lived and shared.